Okay, I just got back from a little jog, 4 or 5 miles. Took me about an hour. And when I came home and I took a shower, I wondered like why did I just get up and do that on my own accord? And I thought to myself like this is not something that I would normally do during normal times that aren't quarantine. But these aren't normal times. Most of us in the past week or so have been stuck inside, left to our own devices, and this has resulted in extraordinary boredom, which is why I went out and did that hour-long run. So I thought to myself, there is something positive to be taken away from being extraordinarily bored. As I've been out in the past week or so, I've noticed, like families with their kids in strollers, out playing tennis, people walking their dogs, running like I was doing, skating, bicycling, and just being out and being active, enjoying the weather, because it's been nice weather. And this is not something that I normally see during normal times. People in the past week have been stuck inside and have been just seething with boredom. So they get up and go develop new healthy habits. And this is a phenomenon that if you've ever watched a dopamine detox video, this is exactly what it talks about. We have been stripped away from our normal patterns of our everyday life before quarantine. And from this new boredom, we're developing these new healthy habits because we're so bored. We've looked inward on ourselves, being trapped inside, physically being trapped inside all day, and we think to ourselves, what can we do better? I've organized my entire room. I'm making like my first one-shot YouTube video, even if it sucks. At least I'm doing it now. I picked skateboarding back up, and I'm glad I did. This is not something that I normally would have done if it was just another day without quarantine. So I'm picked skateboarding back up. I'm lifting regularly now. And what I've noticed on social media is that people are also forming these healthy habits. Like I've seen on Snapchat, people doing a push-up challenge, like nominating other people to do push-ups. People are getting into cooking, people are cleaning, people are reading books, people are working on themselves, getting fit. And this is great. This is amazing feedback from this little, I guess you could say, experiment that I've noticed from what happens when people are exceptionally bored. People are making healthy new habits that they normally wouldn't have even, they would think about, but they wouldn't actually do it if they had the distractions of everyday life. So maybe quarantine isn't so bad. It's a bad disease, and it's affected a lot of people, a lot of businesses, and especially here in North Texas, which is one of the worst spots. It really is. It's a hard time for a lot of people and a lot of business owners. But as far as everyday life, through the crucible, wonderful new things are created. People are doing online businesses now. People are, working on themselves. People are getting fit. People are reading books. Through hard times come blossoming great new things. And this is something that I've noticed. This is a positive takeaway that everybody can have because of the virus. Trying times are bringing out the best of ourselves. We're developing new habits. We are working on ourselves. We're thinking of different ways to work around a crisis. We're working together. And I don't think it's just me that thinks this, because what I've seen on Facebook and social media, people are doing the same thing. People are picking up books. People are helping one another. I went to the gym before it closed, and I saw a family with their trunk open giving toilet paper to another family. So maybe quarantine isn't so bad. Maybe this is, not as bad as we think it is. Maybe there are positive things to be taken away from this, and we have to just look a little bit harder and notice that maybe a trying time like this isn't so bad after all. There are many great things coming out of this. Despite it being a hard time for a lot of people, there are great new things coming out of this, great new habits within people, and people working on themselves and picking up new skills, and people just, improving themselves in general. all because of extraordinary boredom. So I think that's something very interesting and something very positive to come out of, hard times. And hard times will pass and we'll all be better people at the end. But just look a little closer and you'll notice that, maybe it's not so bad after all. We're all working on ourselves. We're all, helping other people, getting to know our family, spending time with family, getting fit, getting smart, getting responsible, and we're looking inwards on ourselves and exposing our own bullshit and things that we can fix on ourselves because we're isolated and we're so bored. So I think maybe, this time isn't so bad after all. There are lessons that we can learn from this, and we're all gonna come out better people. But I'm kind of curious, some new skills that maybe somebody watching this video has picked up. For me, it was skating. I picked it back up. I used to skate years ago, like a couple years ago, then I stopped, and then now, because of exceptional boredom, I'm, skating again, and lifting regularly. So if anybody watching this has developed a new habit because of the quarantine, just comment below. And if you agree with me or disagree with me, let me know. I'd like to, I'm always open to hear different opinions, but I am genuinely curious what you think of this, and if you agree or disagree with my thoughts. So leave a comment what you think, and if you liked it, please like it. I appreciate you watching. Subscribe to hear me open my thoughts up again in one take, and let me know what you think.